Yomish. No Stella tonight, I'm afraid, mate. We've got the Dulcid Diet Coke, I'm afraid. So, school night, innit? And I know it's Christmas, I know it invites it, but I just can't do it. Let's try and get this game finished. We won't get it done tonight, but I need to get some more progress done. I hate unfinished stream series, and I was hoping to get all this wrapped up nicely for Shadows of Rose, and it never happened, so we'll just do our best to get this done. We've got Beneviento tonight, though. Should be good fun, if nothing else. Come here, fish.
Hear our voice together as one in reverence. We call on thee within the endless dark. As the midnight moon rises on black wings, we await the light at the end. In life and in death, glory to Mother Miranda.
Hey, remember me? I almost died up at that castle. Tell me, what is going on around here?
How can a man be almost dead? That's a question for the wise.
You know what I mean. And I still haven't found Rose. Where did Mother Miranda take her?
You're too late! Or maybe almost too late. The child will be sacrificed, life for life.
What kind of sick medieval shit is this? She's just a baby.
The crests of the four bloodlines may open the path you seek.
Will you please stop talking in riddles? I just want to find my daughter.
It's only a riddle if you don't know the answer.
Wait a second. That looks familiar.
It does, Ethan. It does look familiar. What could it mean? What could it all mean? It means nothing. It means nothing. The biggest fake outs in the series. It means nothing. Oh, I didn't get the key. A dick. Oh, what was it? I'm not combining it with anything yet. Am I? There we go. Here's your favoured yellow tape look, Mish, on everything. I know you really enjoy seeing that in your progressive story games. Nothing like the immersion.
Is this?
Money. And likewise, nothing like a bit of yellow paint on everything you can destroy. It's good that the village have actually got someone who goes around and does all this. Because, you know, seriously, how do you explain it in a real world sense? Has anyone actually survived the winters of this village? Every house is a wooden shack. Ooh. It's such a disappointing, I must say, and I think you've even said it, Mish, when you play the third person mode, it's even more apparent that the enemies just don't react in any sort of meaningful way to bullets in terms of like hit zones or anything like that. It's all just a bit light, isn't it? There's a certain lack of impact, certainly to the pistol shots. How did I miss? How did I miss twice? Oh, can I not actually kill it yet then? Was the AI not in range? Oh, it's fucking body. Unbelievable. Why did I think that was a crouched lichen? There aren't RE6 levels of bullets passing straight through, but not RE4 levels of feedback, is it? Yeah, absolutely. Why did I think there was a goat down here of some sort? I always thought there was a goat of warding. Unless I got it when I was just doing a practice run the other week. When you play third person mode, it's aesthetically you expect the feedback you felt in RE2. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's sort of what it does to your brain, isn't it? Oh, it's like offloading rounds into wooden planks. I presume that's a lockpick one, is it? I can't even remember. I can't remember how this all works. Must be a lockpick one.
There you are. I had a feeling you would pop up here.
It was all worthless.
Is that so? I assume you've picked up something of value.
Not sure if it's a value, but...
Why, you have your daughter right in your own hands.
What are you saying?
Take a closer look. That flask seems to contain her head.
Charming.
No. What?
Roses?
Don't say another word! This is impossible! This just can't be!
Your daughter's essence is still intact. Her powers are truly unique.
Who could even do this?
She can be saved, you know.
Saved? From this? Are you insane?
There's a house with a red chimney on the western side of the village. Go and seek out the man who lives there. Then we can continue our conversation.
Quit holding out and get to the damn point.
You don't have to trust my words. But do you have any better options? Your choice. The customer is always right. After all.
You'll pay if I find out this is a lie. Fucking Joker.
Jedi Stud, hello, welcome. This is one of the few times when RE shocked me. I remember I was actually quite taken aback by that, because obviously at the time, when it's presented in this game, I didn't really understand what it meant, and it just literally sounded like they dissected Rose and jarred her up, and it was just, I was like, this a dark place for a game to go. And obviously it's a little bit more fantastical than that, but the actual initial reveal was quite a shocker, really.
Welcome.
Extra baggage.
Sorry, but I do not give discounts.
He didn't say anything.
Pay me no mind.
Mine.
One of my most popular items.
High magnification scope. Yep, let's buy that.
Yes, I can see why you'd be interested in that.
Let's go.
Have a wonderful adventure.
Thank you. This looks significantly better than it does in Reverse, it must be said. There's quite a little bit more detail in this. Juicy game. Duke's fat finger. And actually dexterous enough that he engineers gun parts and modifications. Maybe Ethan does it. He just provides the parts. Because Ethan's, you know, trained up now, isn't he? Actually, I should have actually seen if there's any cooking he could do. Oh man, how can I miss these fish? How can I miss these fish? Thou will have a fishy on a little dishy. There we go. That's going to spawn me 2 lichens, isn't it? If memory serves. The cooking sound effects are fantastic. Well, we'll have to go back. Although I think we will on the way to Beneviento, so that's fine. I'll just go to the church and see if the laptop's there yet. And it is. So many people, including myself, missed this the first time around. First sign of Chris. House with the red chimney. Oh, fuck. I heard a scream from the house with the chimney. I was going to take a look, but the way was blocked by debris. I do like the almost classic Castle, you know, Metroidvania style way the village unlocks. It's certainly one of the highlights. That, you know, the fact that a lot of the death animations are the same irrespective of where you shoot them. They just sort of have that animation where they just fall exactly the same way each time. It is a bit of a shame. Could probably move this somehow. Remake 4 will need to excel in this regard. What, with the cooking parts? Or the open-ended nature of the village? I always thought this was a quirky thing to show early on. Because it almost feels totally out of place, but... Here we go, look out the window. Let's get the jump scare going. Ooh. It's 748. 748. No, the enemy feedback to farm. Yeah, I mean, I think the combat has to be at the very least as satisfying as it was in the original. Because I mean, that's one thing that still holds up all these years later. It's like, you know, it's devilishly fun to play. I missed something. I got the. I picked it up, didn't I? Jack candle, yeah. And it's such a shame because I actually like the guns themselves are extremely satisfying. I always mess up the always mess up the dodge. Not the dodge, sorry, the counter attack. I know all you've basically got to do is just hit the button again, but I always seem to mess it up. The on-thrusting is nice into the jaws of the Ganados, the kind of violence that maybe sort of cheesy. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the parrying of chainsaws with a knife does the same thing, but we'll see. As much as, you know, everybody knows my anti-remake stance, I can't deny it doesn't look good, because it does, and I actually admire how faithful it is this time. I think any one of us could play the classic, fire up the remake, and pretty much know exactly where to go, because the layout looks nearly one-to-one. Here we go. I know I need to craft ammo, game. Go away. Ow. Press the wrong button. I'm gonna die. I was a little bit stingy with not crafting there. Okay. Hmm. Wow, making a mess of this. Wow, okay. I'll actually go back and just use the well over yonder. Isn't the house of the cello player near here? That's it. Well, is there a clue to take you to said? Ow. Hemorrhage, loads of health here in this small 5-minute period. It's not going well. Beneviento's gardener. Ah, yeah, it is some sort of cello. I knew there was some sort of cello thing going on there. I don't feel right about it really. Just murdering animals for power ups. It's a strange mechanic. I know other games do it, but it seems odd that you've got to do a bit of hunting. There we go. This is a wall chicken with that. Well, okay, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. You know, the lanterns produce said chicken. Richter never had to go and slaughter his own. He just relied on candlesticks. Oh, there's actually a... I was massively dubious about the hunting mechanic when it was revealed, though. I thought we were getting Far Cry tier busy work mechanic. Oh, what, like checklists and stuff like that? God, yeah. Imagine if you had like an RE game with like loads of open world mechanics like that. You know, collect 15 green herbs. Kill 15 chickens for an upgrade to your pistol. Keep me away. Crafting's in everything now, though, isn't it? Crafting almost feels like one of those dubious mechanics that they chuck in, so they don't have to worry about balancing it as much. You know how games of ye old used to have to be sort of so finely crafted and what a buzzword. Refined to make it a fair experience and things like that. And now they can just chuck a crafting mechanic in, and it's like, oh, if you're finding it a bit hard, just craft yourself some extra ammo. I mean, I don't particularly like it in this over much. I think it teaches you to not be as resourceful. You can just sort of burn ammo, knowing, oh look, I've run out of pistol bullets. I'll just go here and go bang, bang, bang. And it just doesn't. To me, it's just not as interesting as searching around an area and oh look, a box of handgun bullets. I best make these count. You just don't have to do that anymore because they just know. Oh, I need some healing. There's I'll just fire up my crafting menu. I must say, like, the remake of 2 does it quite well because there's a fine trade-off between, do I do this ammo or that ammo? But even then, Rally 7 is a weirdly bit craft. On Madhouse, it gives you too much ammo. I never really used the chem fluid to dissolve stuff. To be honest, probably would have made aspects of Madhouse easier.
I found these feathers. Now tell me how to fix this like you said you would.
Settle down. First, you must use that key and collect all of your little roses flasks.
Where are the rest of them?
There are 4 in total. You have the one, and the other lords have the rest.
Lords?
Mother Miranda is the cold, calculating ruler of this village. 4 lords serve under her. The first you've already met, the Lady Dimitrescu. The second lives deep in a valley of mist, the dollmaker, Donna Beneviento. None of her playmates have ever come back from that dank old estate. The third is Moreau, a being of twisted flesh that lives in the reservoir past the windmills. It is said that he is not the only monster that lives in those waters. The fourth and most dangerous is Heisenberg. He works in his factory on the village outskirts. And the project, let's just say parts of the human imagination are better left alone.
No, it's an open world game that just chucks icons everywhere. I don't want it, I don't want it.
If you truly wish to save your daughter, you must first gather the 4 flasks. I'll do you a personal favor. I've marked the Lord's locations on your map. Some treasures still lurk in this village. I'm sure each one will prove of great use to you.
Why are you doing all this?
Why, it's all part of our first-class customer service. Please do come again soon.
Ploppy, hello. I'm feeling better. Yeah, I am finally. I've finally been able, after 7 weeks, I've got rid of this cough that's plagued me. I know I sounded awful on the last podcast episode. I was struggling that night to get it, just to keep my voice as sort of balanced as it could. And I knew it was going to ruin the edit because we recorded on 2 separate nights. But yeah, oof. People call RE8 open world. Nah, it's not. It's not open world at all. It's hard to think what it's comparable to, but it's certainly not. It's certainly not an open world experience. Sonic Frontiers is more open world than what this is. This is more of sort of. I don't know. It's kind of like a faux open world, but it's more hubs than anything. It's got more of just a central hub that opens up the more you play it, but it's not open world. I'd agree with that completely. Wasn't that noticeable? Thank you. I don't know whether Nick would agree when he was putting the edit together, but yeah, cheers. Thanks for that. Missed. Ooh. Obviously, our mannequins have got a new meaning now, haven't they, since the DLC? See, part of me will always mourn the fact that I was never able to do this sequence coming up in VR the first time.
What?
Ethan, come with me. There's something I have to tell you.
Mia? What's going on?
Sorry if you heard that. Oh no.
Rose feels different. Ethan, you have to fix her.
What the hell is this?
Everyone leaves me. Even Rose. I don't want to be alone.
This can't be real. Am I losing it?
Jordan Osiris, only open world Resident Evil game we need is an Outbreak game reworked from the ground up. Yeah, it'll be ace. Where you have like a basic version of the city, which is like the social hub, and then you go off and do the individual scenarios or something. I don't know. I remember way back in like the early 2000s when Resident Evil Online was first announced. We thought it was going to be the entirety of Raccoon City, and it was going to be like a free roam kind of thing with other players and whatnot, and it obviously wasn't. I think the direction they went with was probably better than that, to be honest.
What's going on?
But I suppose, things like The Division show what you could probably do now with a sort of you know, open like what they do with Manhattan in the Division. Welcome, by the way, Jordan. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're all okay. I'd love to explore Raccoon City start of the outbreak to its end. Yeah, I'm surprised there's never been a fan mod that's tried to stitch as much of the city together as they could, just for a roam around. The visuals here are amazing. Like straight away, you just knew something's wrong here. When we were reviewing this for the podcast, John Batman was actually able to get started a lot more than the rest of us very early, and all he said was this section was, he said he wasn't going to spoil anything. He just wanted us all to collectively play it with our headphones on in the dark, and let him know how we got on. And so I did, and it was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying. My only issue with this now is that it's so scripted to a fault, it has literally no effect on me anymore. And I do think it's such a shame. Because as a first time through set piece, like it's still such a memorable experience, but it just has absolutely no replayability whatsoever. Welcome per change, but yeah, it was. I mean, it felt like such a wonderful spiritual successor to something like PT, in terms of how it was building its mechanics, and you know, and getting progressively worse the longer you stayed in this house. But unless I completely mess this up, we should get through this with not too much trouble at all. This series playthrough, Dulvey to Village series, has gone on for well over a year because of, you know, various delays and not being able to keep a regular streaming schedule. So the whole thing now, for me personally, feels a little bit moot now. It feels a bit like it was supposed to neatly run up to Shadows of Rose's release, and then we go straight into that, and I just knew it wasn't going to happen, and it just kind of feels like I'm just running through the motions now, just to try and get it done so I can actually free up the schedule and do more interesting stuff. Because everybody's played this recently now, you know, everyone's played the third person mode, and here we go.
I've been waiting for so long. I'd make a much better daughter than Rose. Please, won't you stay with me forever?
No.
What? Wait, where's my gun?
A bit like Sherry section, terrifying the first time through. But yeah, I get it, because it's just so scripted to a fault, and that's what a lot of these games are like now. Certainly the Resident Evil games, is the RE Engine games. There's so many scripted sections, and I know like Resident Evil 6 was terrible for it and stuff like that, but Resident Evil like 2 remake and 7 are at its best when they're just letting you play in the world. Is Mia the voice of the doll? I actually don't know. That's a good question. You'd probably like to think so, I guess. The sight of the waterfall behind the house does not hit the same wave. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I suppose because the field of view is slightly different, so it maybe has a bit more of a grander feel to it. Right. Let's not waste any time. Let's get all our bits done. Don't need the mouth just yet. I never give the I suppose I never give the waterfall too much thought, but yeah, I suppose it does imply a much bigger section, perhaps. 3 closed eyes. See, stuff like that annoys me. It's like, you know, why look like files if we can't read them? Most people can probably remember the date by now, but I can't. My memory just does not hold the same things, the same details it used to for this series anymore, unfortunately. What we got? 5, 29, 11. Did I read that wrong? Did I read that wrong? No, I must have totally read that wrong. 529. Ugh. Let's go into Scupper You for the quiz. This is why I get everything wrong all the time. The thing that always annoys me is you'll play through one of these games when we're in, you know, like in the run up to the podcast, and you'll see some sort of obscure number or character name, something in a file that you think that's absolutely going to be a quiz question, and you'll make an effort to memorise it. You know, and the big one for me was always the identification card number that you use to unlock parts of the residence in Code Veronica. It's NTC 0394, and I memorised that, and it never came up in a quiz question until after I'd asked Nick to do it, and then I think he threw it in as a free bone one time. But yeah, you can never. The quiz is always so unpredictable. I've done that wrong. I've done that wrong. If we ever get what we're planning to do done for the podcast, which is Neptune's quiz book that we're actually going to get like properly made, and you know, hopefully people could buy it. There is a photo shoot of Nick that we have planned, and if we ever manage to do it, like, it will be the best. It will literally be the best thing ever. It will be the best. Because we were going to depict Nick as a quizmaster in front of a fireplace. and it's just one of those things. It's one of those grand ideas that we have that is going to require far too much effort for such little return, but we're so determined to do it one day, because we've actually got like all the quiz questions that have ever been asked in a document, so it just needs putting together in terms of a book format as such. Eagle right, close eyes. I'd buy it, absolutely. I think the Discord was for that. Again, it's just time and effort, and we'd all need to actually meet up and get someone to take some decent pictures, and it would be wicked if we ever did it. It would be amazing. I love putting quiz questions. Yeah, Jordan, some of your questions are absolutely fiendish. Quiz is one of my favourite things ever committed to the podcast. Thank you, Bruno. Welcome, by the way. Thank you. Audacity of questioning my makes of cars. I mean, I look back on that. I look back on the David Ford question, and like my language. I've really tried to tone down my language in recent years. I don't know whether it's just because I'm getting older or whether I feel we've matured as a podcast. But listening back to that one, like I almost make no apologies for the fact that I was in a foul mood that night. The whole reason, absolutely terrible rage, yeah, Spice Girls, and the Mambo number 5 one. Just fuck you, Nick. If you're out there, fuck you. The quiz was introduced basically. Oh, gone the wrong way. The quiz was introduced just to give, because a lot of the topics are often quite deep in terms of lore and things like that. The quiz was introduced to give a sense of relief at the end, so it's not just dour lore all the way to the end, with a very serious tone. And it ended up being like such a fan favourite that it's just grown and grown and grown, and that's basically what led to Biohazard Stars. What we need from you is a more cracking open sounds of cellars. The thing is, I know people tell me that not to be bothered about it, but like I'm literally ashamed of how I behaved on the Remake 3 podcast, to the point where I can't listen back to it. I just can't. I think the small scraps and pieces that I have listened back to, I think my behaviour is so appalling in that episode. Whether it's just like the language, the slurring, the monologues that never end, it's not the best. I can't even remember the clues. Rose's best friend in the world, so Teddy book, marriage music box. No, I still got it wrong. What have I done wrong? Is it that way round? There we go. I don't. That last monologue of mine in the Remake 3 one, you can literally hear the anguish in your voice, Nick, as you just want me to shut the fuck up. If I remember, I'm just literally going off on a slurred rant, and you just repeatedly saying, "It's a good game. It's a good game. It's a good game." I was so drunk in that by the end. Welcome, by the way, Nick. You're not watching the foosball. Eventually gets to do an anniversary podcast on Remake 3, and you can redeem yourself. I don't know whether I ever want to. It would be an interesting, because I don't think time will ever be kind to that game. Whereas I think people's sort of anguish and stuff toward Resident Evil 6 has mellowed a little bit. I don't think I'll ever favourably look back on Resident Evil 3 because I can't really find any merit to it now. Whereas there was always aspects of 6 that I went, you know what, I like Sherry, I like this, I think the gameplay loop is fun to it. And although the gameplay is fun in Remake 3, I'm not saying it's not a fun game to play. It's very well, you know, well done. It's just so underwhelming.
Listen to me. I didn't want to keep it from you.
Mia?
I didn't want to lose you again. I didn't want to destroy this family.
Mia, what are you talking about?
I love you both so much. I had to. I had to do it.
The Remake 3 episode is my favourite. Am I on drugs comment? I know, it's a belter. It's John's tone. He's so dry when he says it. I don't think people will recall Remake 3 in 10 years from now. Yeah, absolutely. If I have to depart quickly, it's just because I've got the monitor down here, so I might just have to just shoot off 30 seconds. But so far, so good. Ooh, creepy. One sec. Sorry about that. She's not very well, so if I have to shoot off a few times, that's the reason why. Scissors. I forgot to scissors. Favorite podcast episode. There's some when we record them, as we finish, we sort of collectively say to each other, "That one was a good one." Like you just get a feeling like. So every now and then you just have one that's like that one really worked. Can you imagine this in VR for the first time? It'd be unbearable. Movies or TV shows are really exasperated. We still keep meaning to get another commentary done. We're behind on the commentaries. We've probably not done a commentary for probably nearly 2 years now, and really, you know, they're relatively easy to belt out, they are. If this was a VR experience, which it will be soon, but if this was the first time through in VR, like when you touch down, you're just not going to want to turn around. Because everything in your face in VR is there. It's like it's on your eyes, and if you were to turn around and something was there, it would be horrific. I bought Extinction just to hear the commentary. I was pleasantly surprised with Apocalypse. Just like how well it was generally shot. Extinction, not so much. And I've never seen Afterlife. I've only seen a couple of bits on YouTube of Afterlife, and everybody is assuring me it's by and far the worst. So next to the final chapter, so that's going to be interesting. So this again, I just mourn the fact that the first time through playing this is not in VR, because that just no commentaries for the CGIs. We've done Degeneration. Degeneration's done. Just aiming your gun in VR is impossible. I suppose we ought to do Welcome to Raccoon City, absolutely. Oh God, I'm dreading Vendetta. I am dreading when we get to Vendetta. Oh shit. I got the wrong thing. Breaker box. Welcome to Raccoon City would be interesting because Batman and Nick are quite partial to it. And I was speaking to John not so long ago, and he says he's finding it, it improves with every watch, to the point where he's actually, quite fond of it now. It's my favourite Resident Evil adaptation, not because it's good. A self-aware parody is absolute gold. It's the best. I think Nick, you and John just like it because you got to rub shoulders with Dr. Commode. I've tried watching it. I don't quite like it. Okay. I think there's a certain degree of empathy toward Roberts for sure, because I think there was ambition early on, and it's not his fault if there was big budget cuts and things like that. I wasn't going out my way to pay money to see it release. I don't even think we had it in a cinema near us. Because quite a few of the chains dropped it, didn't they? I need to watch again, but only with beer. Maybe that's where I went wrong. I've maybe not had enough. Went the wrong way, didn't I? Could have just cut through that hole. split the films into two and give them a bit more time and financial backing. Yeah, it's a bit late for that now, isn't it? I just don't know what's going to happen with it. I think they'll rest it till they'll probably rest the franchise as long as they can retain the rights. Josimar, hello, welcome. Everything's good, yeah, and everything's not too bad tonight, thank you. We've just about finished at Beneviento. How long have we got? What's the time? Half 9, not too bad. I wonder which dev bought the newborn babies night recordings. Yeah, they are terrifying. And yet the mannequins in Shadows of Rose are scarier. Thanks for dropping by, mate. Take care. See you soon.
You're still alive, huh? You better find me a clue before my friends murder you. Tick-tock, your life song alive. Wait! Try and find me.
I don't actually think I've unlocked the internal achievement for doing this in like under 90 seconds or something, is it? The mannequins, just what the sort of weeping angel mannequins were just a fabulous touch. Now it's just a guessing game. Where's she gone? She's there, guessed correctly.
You do this to Rose too.
Oh no, shit, I've gone the wrong way. The only thing I'm going to assume, though, unfortunately, with that, is that I'm going to guess the Shadows of Rose isn't going to be VR compatible. Because it's like a forced third-person mode, isn't it? She's not here. That's not going to get this in record time, then, am I? This is not good. This is not good. Oh no, I'm gonna die here. It's taking too long to find it. She must be in that corner. Come on, come on. She's over here. Damn it. I actually thought it was an insta kill.
You're never going to get out of here. Stupid idiot! What are you doing to my cute friends?
Insta kill on Village of Shadows, more undoubtedly, yeah, and I think it's probably quicker as well.
It's over.
What's quite grim about that, when you think about it?
Mia, we'll make things right.
What's quite... Stop talking, Ethan.
I need to get out of this place.
Is that when Ethan comes round, he hasn't got the scissors in his hand anymore, so the idea is he's probably hallucinated the scissors too, which means he's just literally beat her to death with his bare fists. I dropped my controller and waited 10 to 15 minutes to be able to find the courage to get through that section. Yeah, absolutely, it's terrifying. And dolls that catch you in the sight were nice. It's like Decoy Octopus, the boss of RE, a boss we never... Yeah, Absolutely.
So that's who was behind all this? That makes two.
Nope, best not leave me Angie doll. I do think Donna is one of the more sympathetic of the Four Lords, yeah. We ultimately still don't know enough about them, though. This is definitely where John's criticism of the later games having very vague files, even though this was probably an improvement on some of the previous games, this one. Still not good enough. And the lack of dates, just infuriating. She's the one most murdered by Ethan. Yeah, I mean, exactly. If you imply the fact that the scissors were a hallucination as well, he literally just bludgeons her to death with his bare hands. Remember these stairs well, for they will become a great ally later. So where's the whole blast the enemy and key hit zones with these monsters? Love this moment. Zombies with weapons. It's like your guiding dream coming true. I can't believe there is so much Lost Child reference in Donna's part. Very stylish firearm. I can't remember if I used this or whether I just upgraded the basic one more. Ooh. See, I don't even know if like shooting them in like certain areas does more damage or not. It's so, you know, so because the impact to the enemies is quite unsatisfying. You don't know if like if you are actually dishing out increased damage because there's no real change in how they react at any time. Haulers are their proper name. I don't know about you guys, but I still think this game gives a better experience with played first person. Yeah, I'll never. I mean, I'll probably stream the third person mode just for fun, but my preferential way will always be the way it's designed. Although I think, you know, obviously VR will become my main way of playing. You have to spend $1 billion left to fully upgrade the V11. Do you? I still not, you know, I still haven't got the trophy for upgrading all weapons yet. I'm very close to platinum this. I nearly did it within like the first month or so of getting the game, and then I just never went back and did it. I finished it on Village of Shadows and everything like that, and I've done the knife run, less than 3 hours. There's just a couple left that I need to do. Not quite as intuitive with keys. Third person is fun for a one-off playthrough. The game overall feels meant to be played. Yeah, I don't think I'll change my opinion on that either. I agree with you, Death. Really close into Platinum RE Remake. Oh, excellent. That's... I don't actually know. Is that a tricky Platinum, that one? I actually don't know if that's particularly fiendish or not. I don't think I've ever really looked at it. Look, a file. But no year. That's what's frustrating. Mistress Donna is now Mother Amanda's adopted daughter. I've never been this overjoyed. She used Angie to talk with me. We had a mighty fine conversation. Miss Claudia's grave. There we go. The knife only run, no defense item is a pain in the ass. You can play it on the easy mode though, can't you? I think to be able to do that. So it's not... I might have even done that one on Remake. If you're in Remake or a Nightmare, pick up everything. Oh my gosh. Visit every room, knife only in real survival. I take it invisible enemy mode's got to be done as well, one assumes. Pray that Capcom don't use the RE8 third person mode as a standard. I don't see. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the only reason that didn't happen in this is because of how bound it was to the first person mode, and it was always, the third person mode was only ever going to be a mod. It was never going to be a reworked from the ground up sort of thing. I imagine we'll go back to RE2 and 3. Let me past. Mustn't forget to do some cooking this time. Right, I've actually got to wrap it up, and I've got to probably call it a night here before going on to Moreau's section, but it means we've probably got enough time for a couple of reverse matches.
Does this look familiar to you? Ah, yes, I have you. Find some quality ingredients and bring them to me.
Bit of herbed fish. What have we got? I can't pronounce any of this. Tocciatura de Puy. Meat. Finest fish. I've got juicy guy. I just need some meat. Some actual meat. I need to go and kill some cows. And do some herbed fish.
Carry on. We've gathered all the ingredients.
I've done invisible enemy on easy. That's probably the best way.
Here it is. Please, join me. I wouldn't mind having that again. Sure to be a good meal.
At what point did the devs think, you know what this game needs? Cooking. Super cooking time. Moreau. Let's play a little bit more. Up to Moreau's section at least. I think we can actually go there now, can't we? That's exactly... You got it, Mish. That's exactly what it was. That was his super dynamic cooking time. A bizarre character. Can you get the gravestone yet? Possibly. I need to actually upgrade some stuff, don't I? Yes. Wow, where the you need to behave yourself, lads. What's going on? And we'll move. Oh, no, I don't want to examine it. I want to put it there. That can be my new shotgun. Who was it, Nick? Was it Batman this glitched for and never opened this tomb? I seem to think it was, wasn't it? I tell you what, that's what we'll do. We're going to do that boss, and then that can be the last thing we do tonight. It's not glitched. It only opens now. It shuts if you miss it. Oh, okay. Right, that'll be what happened then. I knew at the time we weren't sure, were we?
Oh, yes.
Angie.
Ah, Miss Angie. Just adorable. Porcelain dolls are very popular, you know. Do let me know if you find anything else of value. Shall I choose something?
This dialogue, yep. Urus Drak.
I've gotten some new stock.
That's the one at the graveyard, isn't it?
Aha!
So it's probably worth just keep sticking with the Lemmy. That's probably why I did.
This simple modification can be done in just a moment.
Explosives, don't need them just yet. Greatly reduces recoil. Greatly increases rate of fire.
Aha! These hands are more dexterous than one might think.
Indeed. Yeah, because the Lemmy's going to be way more powerful than the 911 when it's upgraded, isn't it?
One moment, please.
Is it? No, it's not. No! You stupid fool.
Food is life. Please come again.
He is. Right, let's go do this, boss. Let's abuse the mechanics. Nah! Fucking hell. Capcom hired Nick to do the script for a Gaiden remake. I can safely say that offer would never ever get turned down. No, this is terrible. This is really terrible. You can't believe this made it into a AAA game like this. It's so bad. Atrocious design. And the thing is, the first time I just discovered it purely by accident because I just was running away because resources were getting low. Helps when you don't miss though, doesn't it? I'm actually out of ammo. With no materials of which to speak of. It's going to be interesting now. I don't even think they can come up the stairs though. Ow. I don't think I've got enough ammo to do this. Might have to come back later. He's fucking vanished, look. He's been gone. He probably respawns in health, but his health probably replenishes when you... Ooh. It's not looking good, guys, although I didn't realise that this pistol actually had some ammo in it. That's embarrassing. Unbelievable. Run away! Run away! Come on, Ethan, we can make it! Well, Moreau's section is going to be interesting for next week, isn't it? No crafting mats, no ammo. We've got 4 bullets. Thankfully, there's not a great deal of combat in that section. I know there's the... God, I can't remember the name of the big werewolf when you first enter the area, but I think even that's quite avoidable. Luther's house still to visit. Good point. Good point. I suppose we can go and do that actually, can't we? And I actually have another recipe to make. Vokolak. See, Nick's just here with his encyclopedic knowledge.
If it's just looking, window shop away.
The alpha model you can fight later too. Is that the one near the church? I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. Yeah.
Thank you.
Here we go. Oh no. Wasn't that complete? Oh, I've not got enough poultry. Oh, I'm going to have to go get some chickens from the graveyard. Where is it? Some chickens there. Where's the little locked Iron Key graveyard? God, I can't remember where it is. Is Nick's Achilles heel still Japanese names? Absolutely. There hasn't been much in the way of news though lately that has warranted any, being, there in any capacity for, like news stories or anything. There's going to be enemies. There's enemies that spawn down here, isn't there? I'm sure if I... I misremembered that. I could have sworn there was enemies there. Right, which is the way to the cellist's house? Or the... Is it around here somewhere? No. My memory, terrible. That one? Gosh. I can't remember. Over here, isn't it? So my favourite aspects of Village, the optional stuff. Yeah. I completely agree with that. This is not the way. This is not the way. Lost in the village even with a map. My God. I've totally lost my bearings. Totally lost my bearings here. Must be here. Must be that one. Nope. No. No, up that path. Up that path. What? I can't go that way. It's locked. It was near the red chimney, wasn't it? God, I can only apologise for this. It's embarrassing. My bearings is totally gone. Sorry, Justin, I missed that. Thank you very much for stopping by, and take care if you're still around. Sorry, I missed that. Maybe you do have to climb up. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Take care. See you soon. Wow. You do climb up a ladder. Maybe that does take you into the next bit. God. Nope. I just literally can't believe I can't see it at all. East Old Town. Maybe the werewolf. Yes. Curious. Let's go get that chicken anyway. And hopefully that big thing isn't going to be around to get me. As if it's going to make me go out, it's not going to make me. Oh my god, what did I miss? Oh, here's my gate I was looking for earlier. For bits and bobs. Die, chicken! Come on, Ethan. Yes! Which was your favourite thing in a Resident Evil game ever? Is it fighting tyrants? Or knifing chickens in a graveyard? And failing to? Necklace with 2 holes. You see, that's not good because I'm reloading 2 weapons. That's to the Duke's site, yep. I think you're ultimately right, Nick. Because then that brings you back on that way. It must be that way. It must be that way. Although I thought you could always hop through the window there. You can hop through the window there. What am I thinking? You can't hop through the window there. My god. What is happening? It's here! Brrr. Here we go. Stupid person I am. $27.09.17. I'll never forget her 5th birthday. Is that a podcast question? Struptica. Model number 763934. Remember that. Remember that, guys. Right, we shall go and save at the Duke. And then I'll do a couple of reverse sessions and then call it a night. I think it's been a decent one tonight. Got Beneviento done. All good. Look at the mandolin in the ceiling. I missed it.
Seeking something in particular.
I've already got the bird, Nick. I've already got the juicy meat or whatever it's
Securing
called.
goods is more important than
I did it earlier.
anything, my friend. We've gathered all the ingredients. Now,
There's a small yellow gem. Oh, okay. I've missed. I'm gonna have to go back.
please join me. To think such a dish could be had in this. I can
I'll go back.
wait for the next ingredients.
I don't think I have ever got this treasure before. I don't even think I've known it's there. Oh god, I'm still going the wrong way. My god. I tell you, there's some sort of scientific thing, there must be, where your brain just does not function properly when you're streaming. Because you lose all concepts sometimes of like geography. The map changing colour from blue to force me to search for ages. Yeah, often I just lost patience if it wasn't terribly obvious. I think it's because I've just felt the pressure of trying to get it finished. You know what I mean? Ready for review. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I do remember this one. Now I see them. Oh, I missed the metal scrap there. Curses. I'll remember it for next time. Right. So, just one moment. A little extra cash in the pocket. Every little helps. I'm just going to do a couple of reverse sessions just to round it out. We're going to probably, whilst the game's running, just chuck a couple of rounds at the end of every stream, just as a little encore. Loads up Survivor 2. I've got a plan for Survivor 2. I've got a plan for that. I'm going to try something with Survivor 2 soon, and it will be streamed. There's a few things there's a few behind the scenes things I need to test, but it'll be interesting. Just something's dawned on me today, actually, as I was thinking about it at work. Instead of work-related things. But yeah, there's something potentially cool to do with Survivor 2 that I've not done yet. And how quickly we'll get a game. Straight away, look at that. Beautiful. You know, Death is going to be in here and he's going to be lurking and waiting. Hopefully we'll get an act. Ooh. Hopefully we'll get a tyrant today. I don't even know if Cat plays this, to be honest. Yes, he's still here. Look, he's still here. Gotcha, Chris. Coming for you, Leon, with your lava shotgun. Go away, you big moulded. Gotcha. Oh, he roundhoused me to death. Lagged. It's never great when a player is literally called lagged. Got him as well. No one uses the Outbreak Gamma skin. It's really disappointing. I've only seen one player use it, and it's very quirky. That's a kill steal of the worst kind. That player will not be happy with me. Clipped. Oh, it's unlucky. Gotcha. Ooh, I punched in the back. This game could be so much better. Yeah, this is what it is, isn't it? I'm just waiting for some sort of team modes and things. I just can't believe it's launched without some sort of team deathmatch. You know, 3v3 or something like that. It seems absolutely preposterous. That's just something so simple. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Pressed the wrong button. Come on. It's always a nemesis. Why is it always a nemesis? Look at it. Look at this fraudulent tyrant here. Gotcha. That's put me in first place just from one kill like that. Incredible. Rocket launcher collected. Gotcha. As if I got a gamma with a pistol. Unbelievable. No, I've got to get this guy. No, I think he just pipped me. Ah! And more part of the roadmap suggests an additional mode or two. Do you think it'll mean anything? I've got a feeling this is going to be abandoned right before we get to 4 Remake. Yeah, I have to agree, Nick, unfortunately. I'll do one more. I only have a couple of sessions tonight because it's getting quite late. Let's see if Jill can lead us to victory. Mercs Online. Oh, that's a concept, isn't it? Why hasn't that happened yet? Mercs Online. Everybody is here. Smash Brothers style trailer. Every single playable character in the entire series in Mercs Online. Even Rodrigo and Ark. Still not had my Classic Tyrant debut yet, have I? Unbelievable. Death's here. I don't believe it. Look at this, Nick. Can you believe it? I'm so distracted. Like, lag just got a really easy kill on me there. Unbelievable. There's a melee going on over here. Look. Let's see if I can crash this party. Death managed to take it. Oh, and then lag got me. Oh, man. Death got me. He got me. No. What is going on? It's a carnage. So many hunks running around. There's at least 3 hunks in this game today. Oh man. No. The rivalry of the ages. It's getting that way, isn't it? Tell you what, lag. Get you with some vomit. Did I get you? I didn't get him. Someone took the kill. Unbelievable. I moulded, it killed me, but I'll take it. I'm still not doing very well. Unbelievable. I can't believe that. I think not lagged. He got me in the end, blimey. Oh gosh. I'm all seriously disappointed in all these tyrant players. That lagged. He's really got it in for me. Oh, that's Jack. He's Jack. I can't take any credit for those, really. No, everyone's coming for me, no! That was bonkers. Yeah, I will actually use a boost to that. I'll go one more. Let's go one more match, just for if you're about. Up and charm. I'll go Ada. See if I can bring my Ada A game. You're gonna be proud of me, Nick. Look what I picked up for £3 the other day. Had to do it because it was the Last Jedi garb. One of these, just one of these little, what are they called? Force Link figures. £3. Couldn't resist. Last Jedi Ray. Is this game ranked? Yeah, there is a kind of, like you see the ranking. I'm over 2,000 rank points, and it's supposed to match you with people similar score, but I just don't think there's enough players, so you just end up getting bundled together with everybody, to be honest. You actually see the matchmaking change itself. That's in this one as well. Coming for you with Ada. Crossbow is just brutal. Oh, he just detonated me. He detonated me. Never get bored of the BOW music, yeah. It is. It would just be nice if there's a few more tracks. Just a bit of everything, really. Oh, why did it have to be a gamma? Oh, that was so unlucky. I just want to get 2 virus canisters so I can be my tyrant. I can be my namesake. Coming for you, Johnny McG20. Oh, you did well to avoid that. Oh, and then you just get gobbled by a gamma. Unbelievable. With the crossbow so much, it's absolutely obscene. And then get eaten. I'm lucky to come out of that with nothing. Oh, spark shot, no, and then the handgun to finish. Nice. Cannot get out of just being a moulded at the moment. It's sucked. This Johnny McG20 is a very, very adept Claire player, which is nice to see because I can't use her at all. Gotcha. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? From that distance. And I got him. Oh no, I'm out of arrows. No! Walk different, hello, welcome. The game just does not want to give me that final bow canister, does it? I'll eat him. I've no idea what was going on there. That was carnage. Not played this yet. Get yourself on it. It's a thing. It's a game that released in 2022. It's fair to say. No, don't you dare. That was close. It was close death. Nearly had me. I'll take second. It is a game, yes, absolutely. Another challenge completed. That's pretty decent. I'm getting a few of these done tonight. Right, I am gonna have to leave it there though tonight, unfortunately, because it is getting on. It's What is the time? 11:15. How is the entire evening's just gone? Right, wicked. Thanks ever so much, guys. That was great fun, Death. Always trying to hook up as much as we can and doing stuff like this because it's great fun. It's a great game when there's someone you can actually chase down and have that camaraderie with. So thanks ever so much for tagging along. That was really good fun. I'll see you all very soon. I was going to try and get a sort of another village stream done on Thursday, but of course it's the Game Awards, so no one will be around then because everyone will be watching that for the announcements. So don't know when the next one will be, but yeah, we'll get something done soon. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of the week. See you soon. Thanks again. Bye bye.